everyone, this is Rada from Adventure and Wonder, and today I'm going to be giving you guys an update about our first week of school, how it went, what worked, what didn't, some things that we did to be flexible, and also it's probably going to be a long one because I'm going to be giving you guys our first impression for the curriculum we're using. And if you've seen my curriculum pics, we were using quite a bit of material. I'm gonna have timestamps in the video, so if you're just interested in a specific resource, you can just go ahead and skip to that time so you don't have to sit through the entire thing if you don't want to. But without further ado, let's get started. We usually start school the first Monday of August, but very last minute, we decided to go on a cruise that first week of August. So we had to delay our school start because we can be flexible. We had to delay our school start until the 11th, Monday 11th. Monday 11th was also our first day of our co-op. We've been doing a co-op that's every Monday. And I wanted to do some like cute activities, and if you've seen my get ready with me short, and I have also a video about the celebrations that we did for our first day of school. I wanted a whole lot of things to like make the first day fun, and since Monday was the co-op day, we basically get up, eat breakfast, and rush out the door. We actually started school Sunday. So our first day of school was Sunday. Because of the co-op and also because we wanted Dad to be here and participate in other things. My daughter's obsessed with her dad's chocolate chip pancakes. So he had to be here to make her favorite breakfast for her first day of school. So we started on that Sunday. Our goal for this year is to school 4 days a week. And since we had a lot of things going on that first week, on Sunday we did do school, but it was fun. Like, she loved it. I had the whole room decorated when she went to sleep. I decorated our homeschool room, and I still have some of those things up. We made some crowns, and I did a little interview with her. It was amazing, and her brother was obviously doing every single thing. I have a preschooler, a pre-K, my daughter, and I have a 1-year-old son. He joins in everything because he needs to keep up with big sister. Monday we had our co-op. That's from early in the morning, 10:30. To us it's early. It's quite a bit away, so we have to get out of the house pretty early, and we don't get back until late afternoon. We didn't do any schooling on Monday. Then Tuesday we had a not back to school beach day event in our area, so we went to the beach on Tuesday and we spent all morning at the beach. They had like a nice story time. It was really cute. It was awesome. And then Friday, I'm just saying the days we had event. Friday, I'm running like a little meetup group that's out in nature. So Friday we had that first meeting. So basically Monday, Tuesday, and Friday were busy days. But since our goal is to school 4 days a week to get everything done that we need to get done, because I got a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of curriculum to go through. We need to school 4 days a week. We did do some school on that Tuesday when we came back from the beach. We did a few things, and then Friday, when we came back to the beach, we also did just a couple things, especially those fun things. I kind of saved it for Friday, and we were. I don't even know how, but we were able to do everything that I had put on the list that we needed to do that first week, and it was quite a lot. I'm just gonna go through all the curriculum that we're using and our first impressions and what we thought about it and some things we did. So maybe if you're interested in it, you can take our perspective on it. I have a little chart here, and this is our visual schedule of all the things we're doing, because if I can see it, we'll do it. And it has some check boxes, and my daughter already kind of knows what we've done and what we haven't, and it gives me a good reference. But I'm just gonna have this here so I can I can know what I'm talking to you guys about. So if you see me looking, you know what? I'm looking at that shirt. We first did Torchlight PreK. With Torchlight PreK, we did some day and night stuff, some day and nighttime animals, and she loved their sorting. They had sorting activity, and she loved sorting the animals, going through the book and seeing if they were the day and night. That was a hit. They also were talking about, looking to see what we were doing, and they were also talking about beavers. Last year we did like a little around the world thing, and when we did Canada, we talked about beavers. So she was familiar with beavers, even though we're in Florida. No beavers here. But she loved it. We saw a few videos and we read the book, and she was all about the beavers. She loved the sorting game. We did not do the art or the sign. The art was some branch weaving. We were short on time. We did not do the art, but I don't know. I didn't think she would be too interested in either, so I didn't even plan for it to do the branch weaving. We do art with Blossom and Root separately, so I weren't missing out on that. And then the signs, we were decorating sticks as well. We do plenty of crafts with our co-op, so I didn't think that was really it didn't add anything to us, so we skipped that. But the nighttime, daytime with the animals and the beavers, and then the regular social emotional intelligence part, all hits. We did it all. It was fantastic. We are also doing Blossom and Root language arts. This first week had an option between 2 books, and of course I chose both of them. This week was a lot about names, so both books were about names and how everybody's name's special and unique. And my name is Iraida, so I have a complicated name. My daughter's name is equally as complicated. It was so cute because we read the books, and in one of the books it was like, if people can't pronounce your name, you make it a song, and it was all about how everybody deserves to be called their name and for their name to be pronounced well and for people to care about what their name is. So it was fantastic. We had some great conversations around that. She also did her first narration. She narrated one of the books back to me, and we went through favorite scenes, and she kind of acted it out a little bit. It was so cool. We had done a little bit of informal narration, but this was her first dive into the world of narration. It was amazing. The other program we're doing is Learning Without Tears. This is what I'm talking about, Get Set for the School by Learning Without Tears. This is my first school book, but a lot of the activities that I'm doing and lessons are coming from the teacher's guide. Amazing. Like, if you're gonna get this program, get the teacher's guide. I got this one off eBay. Super cheap because new, it was so expensive. And this is an older version, but this version, I've only seen that it doesn't match up in like a few of the first pages. Like, there's coloring pages. All the rest, this has so much good activities and lesson ideas, so we're getting a lot from this. So this first week, since we were kind of getting her used to the program, like, it was a lot of things going on. I went through all the lessons here, and what I thought would have to be covered in the first week, it was a lot. It was 5 lessons that I just scheduled for this week. Normally, when the year gets going, it's mostly just going to be 2 lessons, but for this first few weeks, especially this first week, I scheduled 5 because I really thought she needed those 5s to be able to do the rest. Like, it was pencil grip, lowercase versus uppercase. It was a lot of lessons like that. This was so good. There were a lot of lessons, but they're really, really short. And most of the lessons that are just in the teacher's book and not here, they correspond with something in this CD. My daughter's been loving this CD. It has like a little song about holding the pencil and about where to start the letters, and we have some manipulatives like to form letters, like some wooden pieces. There was a whole lesson about differentiating the big lines, the little lines, and the curves, and the big curves, and they had them do beats with the little wooden pieces, and so good, so worth it. I think if we were just doing this, it would be fine. It would just be another workbook, but this adds so much value to it. And all the manipulators, we have the chalkboard, the wooden pieces, magnetic, so worth it to get the entire thing. Can't sing enough of this program's praises. Another thing we're doing, is explode the code. And I had talked about how I had a little idea of not really using this to fill it out, and I got these pointers. It's been a hit. It's been so good. So instead of just writing, because I feel like we're doing a lot of writing, and she's so young, and a lot of writing, it's not a lot, but I don't want her to be sitting there with a pencil or a crayon doing too much stuff. So I thought the idea of a pointer, and this has a lot of page like this, where it says circle this, or circle where the letter F is. And instead of circling or writing, I have her point with her little pointer hand. Every time this comes out, she's so excited, and she's pointing, and this and this, great combo. We are also doing all about reading, pre-reading. I knew this was gonna be good because we had started it last year when my daughter was a little younger, but I didn't feel she was getting all she could from this. We paused it, and now we're doing it again. And her obsession, every day we're doing school, she asks, are we gonna do Siggy? Are we gonna do Ziggy? This is the highlight of her whole day. She waits for Ziggy every single day. I knew she was gonna love it, but she's like on another level obsessed with Ziggy. This has been going amazing. How All About Reading, pre-reading is scheduled. They do all the uppercase letters first, then lowercase, and then sounds. We are combining, we're just picking one letter. So for last week, we did the letter A. I did one day the lesson of the uppercase A, another day the lesson of the lowercase A, and another day the lesson for the sound of A. And it's been working good. I thought it might be a little jumbly because I'm going everywhere in the book, but so far it's been going okay. It's been going good. I haven't had to modify anything yet, and it's that way. It's been really easy to add. Let me show you so you know what I'm talking about, because they're right here. So these two, I paired this one with the uppercase letter, because this is all uppercase letters, and it has little hand motion for the letter. So I do this when the day that we're doing the uppercase, and then I do this, the Doodling Dragons letter, and it has, this program is a little different because it has all the letter sounds, which I really love. So I do this whenever we finish with the third day of All About Reading, which we do the sounds, and I play the little song. This has a corresponding song. So we've been doing this. Amazing. We are also doing Spanish. So for Spanish, I'm kind of pulling together a whole lot of different resources. We're just starting with the vowels right now, because in Spanish, that's kind of what you first start with, just the vowel sounds, and then you start with some other letters. But so far, amazing. She already has all her vowels memorized, and we've just been doing some hands-on activities and some little stories with the vowels. It's been so far so good. I think my weaving together of different resources has been working great. One of the resources that I'm using is the Aventuras del Abecedario by Word You Learned at Homeschool. It's been going really well. We're also doing Prodigies, the music. I'm going to show you the little icon so you know what I'm talking about. This one right here. Prodigies music. We just do that once a week, and we did that on the Sunday that we started because it was something fun, and she loves that with little bells. We've been doing that for a while. It's been going great. She loves it. For math, we are using Singapore Math Dimensions PreK. This is another one that I highly, highly recommend getting the teacher's guide. This is a lot of, I feel like even for littles, even for like older kiddos, just a lot of book work. It's okay, but with the book work, this teacher guide has so many activity ideas. This week was all about colors. So we were doing some sorting activities. We were doing some games. We played green light, red light outside. It had so many good ideas. So I definitely recommend the teacher's guide with this program. It just makes it so much more fun. Just the workbook, if there's, and she likes workbooks, but I think this might be just a little dry. With the activities, it just like, it's perfect. We are using Blossom and Rude the early years. I had gotten this when she was a lot smaller, but we did most of them, but we didn't do the artist study or the music study because they have artists and composers. We didn't do it, but we're doing it this year, and we started, see it right here, we started with Van Gogh, and we did the Yellow House by Van Gogh. That was a painting, and after we like saw it, and I told her it's a Yellow House, and I talked to her about like painters and what they do, and that's why some are famous. Like, we had a little discussion about that. We went outside and did our own paintings. Of course, if I don't do it, they don't do it. So this was my version. And then, of course, both of my kids had to do it. So it was mainly just getting them to use the colors that they used. So they didn't have to do houses or anything. It was just free range with blue and yellow. And one of the things that was really cool when she was doing the blue and yellow, they just started mixing together, and she's like, oh, Mom, it's turning green. Blue and yellow make green. So I thought that was so cool. They're learning all the time. I think art is so important. And she loves painting. Like, we got watercolor paper, and we go outside and we make a whole event out of painting. She loves it. And little brother loves it too. He has to paint, and then he eats. The other half, everything goes in his mouth. So he ate some blue and yellow paint, but he had fun too. The other part of this, the composer study, we are doing Mozart, and we were listening to one of his symphonies. And what I do is I just play it on the phone, and it's dancing time. And she does ballet. She actually starts ballet next week. We've been doing it prior, but they paused for the summer, so she's starting up ballet again. As soon as she hears any classical music, she thinks it was ballet time. So we got some scarves, and all of us, all three of us, myself, my daughter, and my son, we danced like ballerinas all around the house. And Mozart's songs, let me tell you, are really long. We were dancing for 30 minutes, and she was having a blast. I think if you're not doing some artist study, like just painting and dancing and exposing them to all these different things, you're missing out. This has been so great. I think the last thing that we have is morning basket and games. So for morning basket, we kept doing our animal poetry book, and we watched some of the videos. They both look forward to that. We've been doing some name practice. We did this week. And then we also did some scissor cutting practice. I have morning basket 3 times a week. So those are the 3 activities that we did for this week. Our game, we had a little family game night with the Chutes and Ladders. Success. It was so great. But I feel like we packed a lot of school. I think that was a lot, but we were able to do it all, and it did not feel like it was taking forever. I think our average days were taking around 3 hours for school, but that's going outside and painting. We can be painting outside for like 45 minutes, and that's the 30 minutes of dancing in the house. Like, that's all the activities. That's not 3 hours of sitting down at the desk and doing book work. I think that's a good number, and we pause. So like, we'll do some in the morning, we'll have lunch, we'll do a little bit more in the afternoon, and then we're usually done by the time my husband gets back from work. But there's been some days that she wants to do something, a little something else after he's back, so we do one more thing. So it's been working out really, really great, and I had my doubts. I thought I loved every single piece of curriculum I got, but I know it's a lot, and she's just in pre-K. But it's been working really, really well. I don't feel like it's overwhelming. She hasn't said that it's overwhelming, so I think we hit a good spot. But I'll for sure let you guys know how it goes from here, because I know this is only the first week, so this is kind of like our first dab into all these things. I'll keep you guys updated to see how things keep working out for us. If you have any questions, if you want any deeper looks, or whatever, you can ask them down below. And I'll see everybody on the next one. Bye.